Hello and good morning. You're listening to Casey Genesis in the AM. I'm your host, Casey Genesis. Well, we are getting started with the new week, you guys. First day of spring. Here it comes. Um, on Sunday, uh, it didn't really feel like spring. And of course, not sure if you guys been paying attention, but I am living in Seattle, Washington. So, first day of spring here feels like first day of fall or winter. And yeah, it can kind of be annoying because you expected that first day of spring to be, you know, uh, sun is out shining and uh, like it's a little bit warm, but it's not all the way warm, but just a little bit. But yeah, it's like rain and wet and gloominess. That's what it. That's what it was yesterday for me. So, so I'm like, you know what? I'm staying inside. I'm staying inside. Forget going outside because I had plans to go outside. I had plans to go outside and just bathe in the nice weather. But yeah, it didn't really plan out the way I wanted it to. But here's hoping for for tomorrow or sometime this week. Maybe this weekend would be nice. Who knows? I'll definitely keep y'all in the loop if it's nice outside this weekend. But hey, we'll see. Uh, Last week I told you guys that I will be going to Vancouver, BC for just for touring and just going out to see Stanley Park, downtown Vancouver, um, some shopping centers, malls and whatnot with my brother. And um, the drive was nice, but as soon as we got to the borders, they had us turn around because apparently you need to be tested within 24 hours. You need to have like a negative COVID test. And if you don't have it, then you get turned back around. And so we didn't have it, and so we got turned back around. And this is despite us having to be vaccinated 2 shots and then the booster, showing no symptoms at all. But man, these laws are getting stricter and stricter every time. And yeah, so we turned around, we got the rapid testing because one officer or one guard suggested it. So we turned around, went to the nearest CVS pharmacy. We got the at-home test, or the rapid test, and we took that, which was about 10 minutes each. And so we both tested negative. There was a blue line stating where you tested negative, and then there was a pink line stating where you tested positive. So we got the blue line, and then we was like, all right, sweet, we got it. So all we got to do is just show them these right here, then we're good to go. So we came back, and then nothing changed. They said that the test needs to be legit from a center, one of those official tests. It's not the at-home test, it's not the rapid testing, but the official test. And we need to go to an office somewhere in Washington to have it done, you know. And so we turned back around, and then I think we saw a sign for Peace Arch Park, and then my brother got the idea. I said, "Hey, do you want to check that out? I've always wanted to check the Peace Arch Park." And then I was like, "Okay, sure. Let me pull up the address, and then I put up the address, and then have the GPS take us there." And so I put up the address for Peace Arch Park, and then put a GPS, and then we followed GPS, and what did it lead us to? Another Canadian border. So this was like our third time. Well, actually, our second time. Since the first time, we didn't know that we were supposed to have a COVID test, and so um, the second time, just trying to go to Peace Arch Park, which is located in Blandon, Washington, which is still in the United States. My stupid ass GPS took us to the fucking Canadian borders, and so this time we couldn't turn because there was only going to one way to go in, and if you like try turning back around, then you just be running into a bunch of cars, and you don't want to do that. So we just went through with it. We just sucked it up, and it's like, okay, you know what? We're gonna stay up. We're gonna tell them that we tried to go to Peace Arch Park, and the GPS turns up here, and so when we got up to the thing, we told the officer, officer seems like they were too hard of understanding or something, but yeah, he wasn't having it, and then he told us to go to the office, and so we had to sit there and just kind of put out that the officer let us off with a warning. But if we were to do it again, then that would not be good. So we were let off with a warning. So that was that, and yeah, we're not gonna try to go back until at least like in another month or two, because yeah, get that. So I'm just letting you guys know it's pretty strict over there, and it seems like you would need much more than just to be vaccinated. You also need a test and probably some other documents too, because yeah, man, I'm just like, you know what, not in the mood for Canada, not in the mood for Vancouver or anything like that. I'm just gonna sit my ass here in the United States of A, and that's it. So, sending out a warning to you guys in case if you decide to want to go visit. Just yeah, it sucks. It sucks right now because people don't want to get tested, people don't want to get vaccinated. Most importantly, and yeah, it just brings up unnecessary laws. It's necessary, but at the same time, it's like, man, what even is the point now of having to get vaccinated? Because, yeah, of course I know vaccinated can get sick from the COVID too, but still, it's like, we had masks too. But anyways, how are your days going? Such a lovely Monday on this pre-recorded podcast episode. Anyone's afraid of snakes? I am. So a rare snake was found in Alabama for just the second time in 60 years. A rare snake has been found the second time in 60 years. Feels like this rare snake is making a comeback. So yeah, I'll give you more information on that next. Hello and good morning. You're listening to Casey Genesis in the AM. I'm your host, Casey Genesis. Monday. Monday is a new fun day. I'm just going to tell you guys that Monday is a new fun day. And yeah, I think we all should embrace the Mondays despite us not really feeling for the Mondays. I'm not, but man, I guess for my wrestling fans, wrestling comes on Monday nights, so it's like, yay. Mostly it's like, until 8 o'clock or whatever time Raw comes on. You're like, yay. Other than that, so just do your best and trying to embrace the Mondays. Especially if you love your job too. Then good for you. If if I left my job, I would definitely embrace the Mondays. But man, if my job was this podcast, then oh yeah, I'd be telling all kinds of jokes and cracks and everything. I don't care. I'll just be bathing in it. But only time will tell. And this podcast just getting started. I'm not hoping to be an overnight success. Just gotta put in the work. That's what I do. I put in the work. Gotta make sure I give it my all, and gotta make sure that just giving it your all. It's the journey, not the destination. All right. For anyone who was afraid of snakes, this wrestling was found in Alabama for just the second time in 60 years. CN has it that for only the second time in more than 60 years, the elusive eastern indigo snake has slithered into Alabama. The discovery of a wild-born eastern indigo snake marks the success of an intensive program to reintroduce the reptiles to the state. The snake found yesterday indicates the project is resulting in some thriving and reproducing indigos. Just what we wanted, the Alabama Wildlife and Freshwater Fisheries Division said Thursday on Facebook. Reintroducing a species to its native range is a daunting task, and we celebrate each step of its success. The reptile, which is the largest snake native to the U.S., used to be found throughout Alabama, but they went extinct in the state in the 1950s, largely due to habitat loss, according to the Alabama Department of Conservation and Natural Resources. The snakes, however, are a crucial element of the ecosystem. Jim Godwin, an animal biologist with the Alabama Natural Heritage Program administered by the Auburn University Museum of Natural History, told CNN that eastern indigo snakes were historically the apex predator in the longleaf pine forests where they live. A decline in the snake's population therefore has a domino effect on other species in the ecosystem. So in 2006, a team of Alabama conservationists launched a project to introduce the eastern indigo snake to the state, starting with wild-captured individuals from Georgia, where the snakes are also found. They began to breed a captive population. In 2010, the first snakes from the captive population were released into the Conecuh Natural Forest. The goal is to eventually introduce a total of 300 snakes to create a healthy and viable population in Alabama. A discovery of wild-born eastern indigo snakes means the released snakes survive and have offspring, providing a glimpse of hope for the species' success in Alabama. It is an excellent indicator that the snakes that we have released, which were born into captivity, have been able to adapt to the wild, are functioning as wild snakes, and are reproducing, said Godwin. The snake discovered was clearly wild-born due to two factors, according to Godwin: its small size and its lack of a PIT or passive integrated transponder tag. The hatchling was clearly smaller than those.